Okay, the purpose of this video is to go over large bore necks on Mark 6s and compare them with other necks from the period, and a modern neck, and then we'll compare it with a Couf. And all my readings are right here. Okay, and then so this is the tube, the inner, from inside here to across the diameter of the inner tube. So I went, I measured from, like this, inside like that, from there to there. And then I measured on the outside of the tube at the highest pinnacle point, which you can see is right about here. I kind of guesstimated on each neck, so it would be right here, right? The highest pinnacle point, and then go from there to here, from one side to the other, from the thumb to the forefinger, right? Okay? And these are what I got. These are the values I got. So I just wanted to do it. This neck's going to be gone. It's up for sale on eBay. And so this is the 1960 neck, the 91-284 serial number, Mark 6. Don't ask me what happened to the original. I guess the neck got a pull down, and then so that instead of fixing it, they must have got rid of it with a technician, and a technician in Chicago fixed it and then put it on the market. And I guess Frank pulled it down. I don't know. I'm thinking he did. It was his sax. Anyways, that's Frank Catalano. And what they did, the tech put a splint there, so he didn't do it again. And then Frank used it up until the time he took the Yamaha contract for, supporting Yamaha horns. How he has an unlacquered one that looks like an old Mark 6, but it plays killer, which proves a good important point. If you can do that on a Yamaha, it's the player, really, not the horn, but make any horn sound good. Frank, he's a killer blues player. Anyways, so there's my numbers on the 1961, and then I got a generic Italian neck. Got a generic Italian neck right here. See? And by the way, this is a wonderful neck. It's been CAD tuned, computer aided drawing, baby. Made in Italy. That's generic neck, and you can see the generic figures of that neck are about the same as the modern Mark 6 from 1974 neck, which I have right here. Okay. And so there's the tube. See the tube? Right there. That would be the tube size, 25.87 millimeters, and you compare it to the Italian modern neck, 25.47. So it doesn't matter on the inside, though. It matters on the outside. I don't even know why I measured the tube, really. But I should have measured the outside, maybe. But, whatever, man. I don't have all day. So there's that. And, of course, got the blue shield. And then right about 1962, they started with the black, somewhere in there. 1961, 62, and then so this is the 62. I've got the measurements right there for the inside of the tube, and then the highest pinnacle point as the neck sits, like, standing tall, and then there it is right there. There's a pinnacle point, so from here to there. So that's how I measured them, all the same. And these are the measurements I got. Let's compare you're probably curious to see the consistency of my measurements. So the 1960 Mark 6 neck, 2603 on the inside, 2604 on the 1962. Sorry about the focus, camera sucks. Don't take the updates. And there's my pinnacle peak. 20 on the 1960 Mark 6, 2271, and on the 1962 Mark 6, 2270. So that's pretty damn consistent for Selmer and for me. So that proves my consistency in measurement. And there's my, oh, we also have a Couf, an old Couf. I did the measurements on right here. Oops. Okay, right here. And so there's that. Here's the Couf. Turn the phone off. Okay. So there's the Couf. You think that I thought the Couf neck was going to be giant, but no, it turns out the inner tube is 2594, which basically is the same as the Mark 6, modern Mark 6 neck from 1963 to 74, and then the 2255 for the pinnacle peak right there, from there to there, at the pinnacle peak from here, thumb to forefinger. Okay, and that's the Couf neck. And how does that compare? The tube, how does the tube compare with the Mark 6 again of the 74? You can see 2587, 2594, 2255, 2256. So the Couf and the Mark 6, so this Couf neck is basically a modern Mark 6 copycat, I would think, or the Mark 6 is copying the Couf, I don't know, whatever. They're all the same standard size, right? But this one does have a different shape. Let's look at the shape. You want to look at the 1960. Let's look at the modern, since we were close on the. I need to get a stand. Jeez. So yeah, there's how that looks. The modern neck, Mark 6, set 1974, and here's the Couf neck. So it's a little lower. Let's see how lower. I'm gonna get a measurement on that. But oh well. I don't have 5 hands, so I can't do it. About the same. The Couf, the Mark 6 comes down a little. The Couf, I don't know. There we go. Sorry, I got my phone charging. Okay, I'll get the bases lined up. Bases are lined up. It's about the same. A little longer. The Mark 6 is a little longer, but that in the tube sticks out a little bit more, but it's basically the same shape. Okay, whatever. That's not the purpose of the video, though. The purpose of this video is to get the diam. Everyone says that they're different sizes, and they're right. We're gonna get the outer measurements on the in another video, part 2. We'll get the outer measurements on all these necks. This one will be gone. This is on eBay. So, but we still have the 62. This 1960 Brecker neck is going to be gone on eBay. It's a killer player. I don't know how they made such good necks without CAD the effort of CAD to get accurate. They must have just stuck with what works and used the same machinery, and as it wore out, the Mark 6 went away as the machinery wore out, I guess. But CAD didn't come around till the mid-90s. There's the one from Slovakia. That was the same as the modern Mark 6. See that? 2601. It's a little thicker on the bore. And then 2254, so fits my 1954 Mark 6 perfect. I always wondered why. Just does. Okay, that concludes the neck research. And we'll close on this piece right here. It's fantastic. 1962, the last of the great necks.